Okay, what do you
All
want
right.
to do?
So this is the owner, Sandy Levine.
I'm not the owner.
Sorry.
Oh.
What are you doing?
That's what. I thought that's what it said on your card.
No, it didn't.
Okay,
You're not observant.
I'm not.
I'm an MBD.
Oh, an MBD.
What is an MBD?
Isn't that a master of?
No. Are you medicated today?
I didn't take my
You didn't take
medication
it.
today.
Well,
No.
after you get finished with this interview, I want you to go back, take your medication, and
come-
stay off the booze. Come in here.
That's tough,
sober.
though.
MBD. It's very simple.
Okay, tell us.
Right? What is an MBD?
Master-
You want me to look at here or talk to you over here?
You can talk to me.
An MBD is I married the boss's daughter. How do you think I got to be where I am? You think I'm going to come in and start at the bottom?
I had no, you know.
Do you know anything?
I
You
know
haven't
nothing.
said one thing right since you've
I
been
haven't.
here.
I've
What? You
This
walked
is my
in here,
first
you-
day out.
Your first day out?
I've been
Do you have to be back at a certain hour? Who signed you out? You got a full day pass?
I do have a full day pass.
Okay.
Yes.
It's
It
okay.
comes
you
with a
calm?
Metro
How
card.
many fingers do I got up?
You've got at least 4.
Right. Now we're on the same wavelength.
Thank you.
Now we can
Thank
continue
you.
with this
All right.
nonsense. Go.
Well, tell me. I know one of the differences about Carnegie, as opposed to other delis, is that you make your own. You
Yes.
smoke and cure your own meat.
We pickle, we cure, we smoke our own product. We buy the raw product, and we have our own facility with our own pickling machines, our own spice machines. We have our own smoke ovens. Anybody can make corned beef, but you cannot make pastrami. You need a smokehouse, and you got to smoke that meat.
Yeah.
So most of the delis, pretty much,
They buy it elsewhere. It's
I
not-
can't swear for it. They buy it from a jobber, so that makes us much different because we're consistent. When you're buying from a jobber, each day you get a different product because
Right.
each jobber handles the product differently. They'll load it up with a lot of salt because they got to turn it. Us, it takes 14 days to process the food. It's like aging. Once we pickle the meat, we let the spice go all the way through, so it sits there like a bottle of wine and it gets aged, and you get a wonderful product.
Yeah, every time.
Every time the consistency is there.
Yeah, that's great. Now, of course, we're doing corned beef and pastrami together. Any thoughts on why that is such a New York staple? Why you?
It's not a New York. Well, why it became a New York staple is when the Eastern European Jews came over, they brought all these recipes with them, and they pretty much settled on the Lower East Side.
Right.
And like everything else, when the Italians came over, they bought pizza. So when the Jews came over, they bought pastrami and corned beef, and it settled in. And as the economy grew and people started, as we became a global economy, people started to move out of New York and Minnesota, California, Hawaii. They took this food with them.
Yeah. And
Still, a lot of people are not used to good corned beef and pastrami because they buy it in a supermarket.
right.
And it's
Which is
much
not-
different than when you actually go to a true deli.
Sure. And there's a concern now that the delis are sort of losing.
Right.
I guess a new generation isn't really exposed to this.
When
food
I grew
result.
up, at one time, there was like 300-400 delis in the New York metropolitan area. There was an article written about 10 years ago from the 300, 400, 500. There's only 30 true delis left in the metropolitan area. Most people think of a deli, they go into these little stores and they see the bodegas, you know, and they got these salad bars. They think those are delis. Those are not delis.
Yeah.
Convenience stores.
Yeah. I know. Isn't that terrible that the
Right.
name sort of became? I don't know
Exactly.
where that happened.
Yeah, lost in transition.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank God for the Carnegie and other places that are.
Yes, there are a lot of.
remaining.
There's still few of us remaining.
Yeah, and it's great to see that you're so crowded all the time. So there are people.
Well, that's good. It's good
Well,
for
it's
me.
good for you. It's
Sure.
but it's good for the delis in general. It's
Yeah,
good.
because a lot of people don't know this food, and it's when they come in, they want to have a good pastrami and corned beef sandwich.
Yeah, and you can get that at the Carnegie Deli right here. Thank you.
Thank you.